everybody. Today I'm going to be doing the end of the year book tag. I've been trying to film this for, I'll be honest, weeks. But it just didn't feel like the perfect moment. And suddenly I remembered that that's a 2019 vibe. The perfect moment doesn't exist in 2020. 2020 is more about making it happen when you can. And this is when I can. So things look chaotic. I'm ashamed of that chair. I thought about just kind of swiping it all and putting it behind the bed, but I decided honesty is the only policy. I also have a ruler here. It's all a disaster. It's not, none of it is good. Usually I do this video like in September, and I got so many people over the years who are like, it's September, that's a bit early for the end of the year. I'm like, not really, we're in the last stretch. And I see people doing this video in December, which those are the super readers. I'm like, if you still have like 8 books you're planning to read in December and can actually get to, you're in a different league than me. But here I am doing this video, and as has become my favorite tradition, this video is brought to you by Glasses USA. So I actually invented this tag video like 3 or 4 years ago because I was doing a video with Glasses USA and I wanted to do something fun, and I was like, what if for every pair of glasses that I try on, I answer a different question? Haha, that's so clever. But then the amazing thing is that every year they've sponsored a video of mine, and I just keep doing this video. So I have genuinely been wearing their glasses. These glasses are Glasses USA glasses for the past several years. I love their glasses. They're super affordable. A complete pair of prescription lenses and frames starts at only $30, which when I was a teen, getting new glasses meant like a $300 commitment. So the fact that you can get cool, legit glasses for $30 is insane. They also do blue light blocking lenses that can be applied to any pair of glasses on their website, whether that's sunglasses or you don't need prescription lenses and you just want help when you're looking at your laptop. And they also have this great program called Sea Clean, as in the ocean, SEA. They're sustainable, eco-friendly glasses that are made from upcycled plastic bottles, and they donate some of the proceeds to the Ocean Cleanup Foundation. So they can customize your glasses in whatever way you want to get you the perfect pair. They have over 6,000 styles of eyeglasses like these, but also sunglasses, which you'll see. Maybe let's start with the sunglasses because I don't think I can answer a full question while wearing sunglasses. It's just a little too much. What do you think of these? I don't think I'm cool enough to pull these off. And that is the main, honestly, out of everything I show you here today, I need to know from you guys, am I cool enough to pull these off? So let's get into the questions though, and while we do each question, I will wear a different pair of glasses, and you should let me know if I should change my glasses. Should I continue using this clear thing that has kind of been my go-to for a long time, or should I try something new? So for the first question, we're going to be doing a style of glasses I've wanted to pull off for many years, and that is the metal frame. The metal framed glasses. So, okay, the wire framed. I feel instantly more studious, more intelligent. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. But the first question is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? A laughable question. I don't know what happened this year, but I started so many books that I then just kind of put down and walked away from. That being said, I've had an excellent reading year. Like, I've read more this year than I have in every other year for the past, like, 4 years. So I guess it's okay that I've been putting books down, because it's not like I'm then not reading anything. I'm just kind of walking away. But books I've started that I haven't finished include The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Midnight Sun, A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor. Okay, that is one that I would definitely like to finish this year. The Dreamers by Karen Thompson Walker, which was one of the pandemic books I was really excited to read. I just ended up not finishing. Next year for sure, a book about a polyamorous couple that I was really enjoying. I just ended up putting down and not finishing. As I say it out loud, I'm facing my problem here. The Frida Kahlo biography that I really wanted to finish, I still haven't. You will notice that I'm not holding any of these books. That's because they're all packed away. Do you want to see the sadness of my life? Look at this. These are all of my worldly possessions in a corner because I'm being evicted from my home, so I have to leave, and there they all are, ready to go. But it means I don't have the books here to show you. But regardless, I think the main one is A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor, because the thing is, I was loving it. I was enjoying it so much. And It wasn't one of those situations where I like purposely put it down. I sort of just like had to read something else. I forget why, but I needed to finish something else. So I ended up finishing that and then moving on to something else, and it just kind of fell behind. All right, the next question all right, guys. These controversial, but whoa. Am I funky enough to pull off these yellow glasses? I feel like they are the exact artist teacher / kindergarten teacher that I've always been inching towards. All right, but the next question is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? So this is kind of, at this point, a joke in my life, because I think every single time that I've done this tag for the last 3 or 4 years, I have said Anne of Green Gables, and I am about to say Anne of Green Gables again. But I will say that this year it feels more likely because I have become addicted with Anne of Green Gables. This year I read, how many times can I say it, the Anne of Green Gables graphic novel that's illustrated by Brenna Thumler. Absolutely adored it. It is so beautiful. You should all read it. It's impeccably made. A fantastic adaptation, beautiful illustrations, and it made me fall in love with the story. And so I then watched Anne with an E on Netflix. I binged the 3 seasons that are available, and I'm now one of those heartbroken fans that's like, bring the show back because it was the greatest show ever made. I loved it so much. So I feel like if I'm not gonna read Anne this year, what year will it be? Okay, for the next pair of glasses, we have something that I feel like maybe you guys will like. It's these blue, but kind of see-through. So I feel like these are very similar to my normal glasses. It's a very similar shape, but it's a little more fun, maybe? Okay, let me know what you think. But the next question is there a new release you're still waiting for? So, no. Weirdly, there isn't. I feel like, well, first of all, 2020 derailed all releases because of COVID and other things. So many releases just got pushed into the distance or released early, or it's like become murky. But also because of my life situation of being evicted and trying to figure out where I'm moving and all this sort of stuff, I have kind of lost track of what's going on in the book world. And so I don't have any releases that I'm like specifically excited about, except for one that comes to mind. And it is this special edition of Love in the Time of Cholera. Is that the name of the book, Connor? He can't hear me. Can you hear me?
Pardon?
My friend Rosianna posted a photo of this beautiful illustrated edition of the book, and I'm just obsessed with it. I think it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and I went to instantly buy it with one of my birthday gift cards at the end of September, and it hadn't come out yet. I think it might actually have like come out today or the day before, but I can't order it because I'm about to move, so I don't have the address that it can ship to yet. But that is one that I'm so excited about, and I don't know yet if I should buy it in English or in Spanish. Here we go. A whole controversy. I never read books in Spanish. Spanish was my first language. It is a language that I speak with my mom every single day. I can read in Spanish. Like whenever my mom shows me something that she's reading, it's in Spanish. I can read Spanish, I can speak Spanish, but I don't ever just read a full novel in Spanish. And the reason, I think, is because I was raised reading English books. Because the bookshops around me are in English, chapters, etc. I then did literature degrees in English literature. So I'm so used to reading English literature that when I then try and read something in Spanish, it's so slow because my mind isn't used to it. I do way more vocalization in my mind than I do when I'm reading in English. So there's a lot more like stops in my brain, just like I'm going at the speed of reading out loud, which is a lot slower to kind of make sure that I'm understanding it all. And so it's so much slower, I don't enjoy it. So I always just like get English translation of Spanish books, even though I can read in Spanish. So my question is, should I make myself read a book in Spanish, especially when I can perfectly read Spanish, and this book was written in Spanish and probably is the most powerful in Spanish, even though it will be so slow, and it might mean that I don't read it for a long time, because I'm scared of it. Okay, the next question, we're doing, oh my gosh, these glasses. Okay, whoa. These are really cool. I almost feel like they're too cool. I feel like they're a bit Instagram-y in like a really cool way. Like if I could take a really cool Instagram, what is this hand doing? This hand is proving that I don't know how to take a really cool Instagram. But I feel like these are, dare I say, chic. The next question is, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? So the first one is Before the Coffee Gets Cold, one of the few books I actually have around me. Should I grab it? Yeah. This is one of the few books I kept and didn't pack away because it's the book that won my podcast's book club vote. So if you don't listen to my podcast, I implore you to do so because it's like my favorite thing that I do. Every week I just get together with my best friend and we talk about what we read that week. And so we're going to be doing a special episode about Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So I definitely want to read this, and I actually started it last night. You can see that I chose a highlighter that is the same as the cover. That's very important to me. Another book I really want to read is Sweet Dark by Savannah Brown because it came out and I love Savannah Brown and her poetry is incredible, and I haven't read enough poetry this year, so I think that I would really enjoy reading this boy. We said Anne of Green Gables, but I have 2 more books for you here. So the only reason that I have this one is because it was one of the books that lost the vote. I didn't pack away all of the books that could have won because I was like, well, if I pack it and it wins, then what will I do? So Earthlings is a book that I just recently bought. I bought it for my birthday. And I really, really want to read it. Sayaka Murata wrote Convenience Store Woman, and did I really enjoy it? I didn't really enjoy Convenience Store Woman, but interestingly, but I did find it really fascinating. And so I'd really like to check out her newest book. I've heard mixed things, but I'm always happy to check out a book if I'm interested in it. Just because it gets some bad reviews doesn't, or it's not even bad reviews. There just seems to be some divisive opinions. The other book I want to read this year, and I won't. So why am I mentioning it? But here I am. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I've been wanting to read this. I actually feel like these glasses perfectly go with this. I've been wanting to read this for at least 2 years because I remember I bought it with Connor and we've been dating for about 2 years. So I got 42 pages in. I absolutely loved the first 42 pages and I'm going to have to completely start over because I don't remember anything about what happened. But this was one of my big books that I wanted to read this year, and do I confront my failure of big books right now to all of you? Listen, guys, did you make goals at the beginning of 2020? How are they going for you? I just happened to make my goals public to 100,000 people, and then 2020 also happened to me, and I was too scared to read the big books. Listen, I'm gonna try my best. We'll see what happens. Let's just not put any pressure on me. Another book that I'm really excited about are these 2 books that I got for my birthday. I wish I had them because the physical copies are really beautiful, but one of them is called Crudo, and it is about, it's like a Twitter novel. It's like a book about social media, and I'm really interested in reading thoughtful and interesting takes about social media, like Subtweet by Vivek Shraya. She wrote this book about like a tweet that gets a very controversial tweet that destroys career and a friendship or something like that. And I'm very interested to read that. But the other one is Indelicacy, is a book about a woman who works at an art gallery and, wants more from her life than just being the person who dusts the art. She wants to be the person who buys the art, and it's about how she undergoes that transformation. It seems spooky and weird. So those are all books that I really want to read. Will I, though? Will I? All right, the next question, and I've run out of glasses here, so I'm just going to keep these on because they're pretty cool. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? So actually, any of the ones I just mentioned, I think could become favorite books of the year. Thinking about, I feel like The Secret History could really become a favorite book of mine. And I also think that Anne of Green Gables could be a book that, like, I adore and just eat it up. And then the final question is, have you already started making reading plans for 2021? And which glasses shall we finish all of this off with? Let's do the blue ones. They're just cool. I haven't yet, and it's because I haven't had my reckoning about how do I put this? This year was so unexpected with all of the challenges and obstacles that it brought, and it just made all of the goals that I had impossible or way too difficult or not important priorities in my life anymore. Like, they would have totally happened if life had been going as it normally had, but under the circumstances, I was like, no, I don't want to pressure myself to read when reading is one of the only things making me happy right now, so I'll just read what I want to read, etc. So I don't know what I want to do for 2021. I'd love to hear from you guys if you have any goals. I think if I did have a goal, it would be something like tackling one of the sections of my bookshelf, like trying to just read all of the poetry that I own, or finish all my unread graphic novels, which is something that I've wanted to do before and just have never gotten around to tackling. But I would really love to hear from you guys, because I'm always like excited and surprised and intrigued by some of the reading challenges that people come up with. So I'd love to be inspired by your reading challenges, or let me know if you have any things that you think I would enjoy doing. Thank you so much for watching this video. As I mentioned, thank you so much to Glasses USA for sponsoring. Definitely check them out. They're linked down below. A perfect thing to start out the new year with. Beautiful new glasses, or to treat yourself for Christmas. Please let me know which of these glasses you think that I should, if you think that I should start wearing any of these. Let me know if you think I pulled these sunglasses off. Are they me? I just don't know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!